It's where you have 5 seconds to name, like, for example, name 3 orange fruits.
Yes, okay.
Okay, so one of them was name 3 basically hands in poker. Or name 3 card hands.
And you were like, bam, bam, bam.
And I was like, full house, straight flush. And they were all like, wow, Brian, I'm reading my Bible.
Gambler!
I don't play.
And then he goes, name 3 festivals. And I blank, and then I go, Oktoberfest. And then I go, oh, I just gave the beer festival name. I can't think of any more now. And I lost. Mm-hmm. Meanwhile, she gets...
A gambling drinker.
She'll get, all right, Jannelle, it's your turn. Name 3 of your favorite colors.
Whatever.
Jannelle, up next. Name 3 children in your family.
Whatever.
And then, Brian, solve the quadratic equation 3 different ways. Go.
Name 3 articles of clothing. Shirt, pants, socks.
That's what she gets.
You're a whiner.
What's your first, middle, and last name? Go.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so on to more important things. So someone
lose that
wants
round.
to know you can send in your financial questions, and someone
thinks you deserve an award. Did you see that?
Yes.
You're not going to read that?
Jannelle deserves a gold medal for trying to keep those two focused and on topic. What is up with y'all?
We let her think she does that. We know exactly where we're going, and we cover it all just fine.
Yeah,
We don't need some girl doing all that.
The illusion of control is powerful.
So I'm filing tax exempt for the next couple years due to adoption. This is James. Should I put my company sponsored 401k into Roth or standard retirement in 17 years? Does that make sense?
You can file tax exempt for a few years because of adoption?
No,
James.
James.
What does that mean?
I don't even know what that means. I don't know that he knows what that means.
Go to a CPA then.
So if you have a company retirement plan and it's in a regular 401k, you have a couple options. One, you could take that and you can move it tax-free. The government knows about it. You basically pick it up from your company and you move it to your own IRA. No taxes have been paid, no penalties, nothing. It's totally all right. You could also convert it to a Roth IRA once it's moved into a regular IRA. And then taxes will be due, and it cannot come out of the money that you converted. So it's got to come out of your pocketbook. So if you have a company 401k, probably the first thing you're going to want to do is just move it to your own IRA, and then you can develop a portfolio in there of anything you want. There's no limitations, or very few.
You good. You got like answers
Well aware.
all
Well
the
aware.
time.
But keep in mind, Jannelle, I remember when I was a freshman in college, I had a new roommate, Mike, never met him before. A couple of us go on a little walk in the woods nearby.
Yeah, that's
and
normal.
he starts pointing,
Yeah, I know. Wow.
he's a biology major, he says. Keep in mind, he's a freshman.
Okay.
He's a biology major.
Okay.
He starts using Latin words to be like, oh, you know what that plant is? That's the, endocrine maximus
Hey,
or
Mike,
whatever.
you're out of the group.
So he keeps doing all this stuff. And at the end, I go, dude, how do you know all this stuff? You started college yet. He goes, I made it up.
Oh!
Whole time he was making up.
He's back in the group.
Making up
Somebody I can be friends with.
words for plants.
Yeah.
So it's like, just because you sound like you know what you're talking about.
That's basically what he was trying to say.
He saved that story all the way from college for this,
For this
moment.
moment.
Can you
For
believe I had a
this
new
very
story?
Moment.
Wow.
I heard a story you hadn't heard before.
For
What do you think of
this
that?
Moment. God used that experience in Brian's life. How long ago was that, Brian?
I can't even do the math, Dave.
He's been saving that story for decades.
So I got one for you.
After that dude said that, I was like, I like this guy.
He's
I
in
got
my
one for
group.
you about
I need
him.
you.
So first of all, are your Christmas decorations still up?
In the house? No. I have some Christmas lights that are still up, but I'm going to take them down this weekend.
Oh, see, so you're not.
I'm waiting till spring. I don't want to get out in the snow on a ladder. I'm not doing that.
There's no snow at my house right now. There's snow
Yeah,
here.
look
but there's no
outside.
snow.
There's a lot of snow outside.
There
right
was, so when I woke up this morning at my house, no snow, no flurries, cold. As I'm driving here, I realize I'm driving into Armageddon.
Well, you live like a different time zone. I'm not.
I know.
Okay, so my Christmas decorations are still up.
In the house?
Tree, it's everything.
The tree?
Yeah, all.
Now, okay. Pause. There's some people around Northeast Ohio that have Christmas decorations up as a community effort to encourage frontline workers and do all that stuff. Jannelle, what's your reason?
Just because I'm tired. I'm like, I don't got time for that.
It's all right.
Who
It's
got
it's
time
only
for that?
it's only February.
Who's got time? Who's got time for that?
And then
Have your
I'm
kids
mad.
do it.
There are like 15 people in my house. I'm like, I'm the only one, so if I don't take it down, it's just gonna stay up. I'm testing them. I'm like, let's see who's gonna say
And
man.
it's a real tree that they haven't been watering.
There's probably squirrels living in it.
When they touch it, it's gonna just crumble.
Oh yeah. I've had trees like that before.
But
You go to move it, it's like
I wanted to get to Brian's story about what you did with the lights. Tell him.
So, Sarah loves Christmas, and for years, I don't know why I did
doesn't
this.
love Christmas.
Well, I don't know why I did this, but for years, I just did not want to put up Christmas lights.
Yes, me too.
And Sarah, every year, I come up with a new reason why we can't. Oh, we don't have an outlet where we need it. Yeah, I come up with a new reason. Finally, I relented. And so I'm like, okay, fine. So I put up Christmas lights, and it becomes like spring. And she's like, Brian, you need to take those down, don't you? I'm like, listen, these people don't know what they're doing. I know what I'm doing.
Mm-hmm.
I put these up for you once. I'm not going to put them back up again next year. I'm just going to leave them.
So smart, huh?
I'm just going to leave them up and come at Christmas time, I'm just going to plug them in. Well, unfortunately, in like 90-some degree heat in Cleveland and bright sunshine,
They don't last.
no. I plugged them in
Oh my God.
and they were all burned out.
Good idea though. So here's what I did. I was the same way. I did not like putting up Christmas lights and climbing on the ladder and moving the ladder. But LaVon really wanted them up. And then she really wanted them down.
Yeah.
And I just had to say,
What's she doing?
Okay, for my wife, I'm going to honor my wife. And I am going to put up Christmas lights. And then I thought, not only am I going to do the effort, I'm going to do it right. And so I did. And,
Clark Griswold style.
well, not
Stapler.
quite like that. Yeah, but we did it right. And I put them on the front fence. I have to run 7 100-foot extension cords to get to my front fence. I got like 200 pounds of extension cord that I'm running out there because my wife loves it, and now I love it because she loves it.
Wow,
and so
you're a good
I'm
husband.
big so that my wife can be honored.
So
You should
did
hang around
LaVon?
Brian more.
So did LaVon say like, "Oh, Dave, thank you for all the effort," and go on and on about? Or did
does
she
it
go
every,
like?
every day at breakfast?
Or did she go?
Every day.
She'll be like, you know, newspaper.
Brian don't know
Oh, I saw you
nothing
put the
about
lights
that.
up. Thanks.
No, she realizes that millions of women would kill to be where she's at. She realizes this, and so every day she professes her thanks to me and her adoration. Sometimes
Is
it gets a little
LaVon here?
old, but you know,
Is LaVon here? She's not. Shocking.
Shocking.
Wow, that's a good idea. Mike says previously live Christmas trees create great bonfires. I could just throw it in the.
Your neighbor's
Actually-
yard. Throw it in your neighbor's yard.
I was telling them earlier that Kathleen came to work a number of years ago in here, horrified because Nathan thought the best move was just open up their third floor apartment window and just throw it out the window.
He's onto something.
She was horrified. He was like, "That's a great idea."
So Lori, what's up, Lori? Mike, Gary, Kelly, Tammy, what's up? Miss Anita's here. Grateful for a new day, she says. Deborah says you look handsome.
Thank you, Deborah.
Vicky says looking good, Armando, and
My name is
smart.
Brian. Thank you.
Thank you.
Gary says good morning, Brian, Jannelle, Kelly, and Dave. Bethany's here. What's up? Bethany wants to know, what is your website?
It is.
Dave.com?
No. EdgewaterIG.com. Or
I'm lost.
EdgewaterIG.com. Or you can go to, we have two websites, EPSF.com. EPSF.com. You can reach me from either one of those. And again, I will talk to anybody about finances. You do not have to work with us. It's not going to cost you anything. You have to fill out some paperwork so we know what we're talking about.
Long paperwork. It's like 50 pages. But he'll talk to you.
By the way, what you just
50
said
pages.
is not true.
Oh
it's just not.
my
Yeah,
goodness.
Jannelle.
2 years ago I got that pile and I was like, ain't nobody
You
got
haven't
time
even
for
taken
this.
down your Christmas lights. I don't know what I was
Oh my
thinking.
gosh.
So it's
so
like,
long.
so he's having you do all the work for him.
Exactly. Well, then why sit with you? Exactly.
I'm paying
Right.
you. You fill it out.
Thank you. Miss Viola's here, and I sent Miss Viola a Facebook friend request, so we're connected, and she celebrated her birthday.
How old is she?
I don't know, but she is
Aren't you guys the same age?
She has like grandchildren,
Yeah,
lots
they're
of
the same
kids, super cool. Hi Aretha, happy
70?
birthday, Miss Viola. And then I want to get to Mike's question. It's a financial.
Is more valuable on your taxes, you take it. If it's more valuable on their taxes, and they take it.
Charles, you were listening that early? He says, Jannelle, this morning when you were playing Should You or Shouldn't You, I said, yes, I will because I'm courageous. He thought I was going to say, because I'm crazy. That's what led me to say. My kids thought it was hilarious that you guys yesterday, we were talking about how, you're going to laugh at this, how it's Jordan. And then Josh was like, "Oh, think about you could be Scotty or Rodman." He said, "No, she's definitely Rodman." Elijah busted. I was like, "Yeah, that's so true."
Rodman.
Nobody knows what he's doing.
He's probably in North Korea right now playing basketball with a dictator.
And he also, at some point in his career, said, basketball? I ain't got time for that.
He sure did.
I'm going to Vegas.
Sure
Practice?
did.
I ain't got time for that.
He was a player, though. I mean, that guy could play.
Yeah, he was tight. Sarah de Alfaro from Ecuador says, we did a Thanksgiving tree from October to November, and then it became a Christmas tree. I was ready to take it down first week of January. Miss Viola turned 84.
You are the same age. What are the odds of that?
She is Scottie Pippen.
Yeah,
Oh, no, she is.
No.
Dennis Rodman. Dennis Rodman
No.
would have done that and then come over and choke you.
The problem is, she
Yeah.
missed.
She's neither Pippen or Rodman.
She's the guy that didn't quite make the team.
She's Dan,
Wow.
the water boy.
Just as you were about to answer my question, the audio went out. So can you just repeat about kids and dependent and when they say?
Yes, if the deduction is more valuable on your taxes, so you're providing more than 50% of their living expenses, then the deduction is probably going to be more valuable on your taxes because you have more taxable income. The more taxable income you have, the more valuable the deduction is to you, so you would still take it. Now, if you're not providing more than 50% of their living expenses, then technically it's their deduction to take. So,
Deborah has a question. It came in earlier and I'm seeing it again now. If a person has income level that does not need him or her to file taxes, does that person still get any stimulus package?
no, because they don't know where to send it to. You got to file taxes.
Even if you don't have income,
Yeah,
you
it's
said you
easy.
can file taxes, right?
Yeah, because you just file a 1040. You could do it online for free. It's going to take you 5 minutes, and then the government knows what's on your check.
Charles says, look at those reflexes. Brian was just in the Matrix.
Oh, exactly like the Matrix.
You know how they?
And I can like run up the wall or whatever. And
Yes, you do that frequently. I wonder
did
why
he
there were
went like-
footprints way up there.
he went like, remember that one? He
Yes,
did that? Oh, yeah.
yes.
It's totally me. I was stuck double.
Good stuff. That
You
and
can call me
Arnold where
again.
he says, "I'll be back." Classics.
Classic one.
All right, we got to go. They say it keeps freezing and sound keeps coming in and out, plus it's time to go. Unless you guys want to stay. You guys have anything else to say?
Sounds like you're in charge. So.
Okay, good. So, bye, Deborah, Miss Viola, Charles, Mike, Lori.
You just can't handle
Sarah.
women being in charge.
Love
Don't you
you
like
guys.
women?
By the way, Dr. Julie Slattery agreed today that women are scary.
Women are not scared. That's
I've
not what my
never, I've
kids
never
say.
heard that before.
My kids know how to handle women.
I don't
Levon
know-
must be here.
I don't know what he's talking
Were
about.
you scared of women?
Girls are
Well,
scary.
My mom was a woman, and I think she still is. I'm pretty sure. No, I'm not scared of women.
Thank you. What about when you were dating? Because I don't understand.
It's scary asking girls out. They're
Ain't nothing to
scary.
be scared about.
I don't get scared by a lot.
He's a liar. His pants are on fire, and he's going to end up in a lake of fire because that's where liars
I'm
go.
a real American. Things don't scare me. Europeans get scared about a lot of stuff like that.
All right. Bye, guys. Hi, Jannelle. Before we leave, I'll do this question because John is awesome. John says, will the stimulus package that's likely to pass in the next months use the 2019 tax return or 2020 to determine eligibility for a check?
By the way, that was our good friend John Jacob Jiggleheimer Schmidt.
It'll be
Slash
2020.
John Nissenheimer.
Probably 2020. And there's a lot of pushback from both sides now on the size of the stimulus package. So it's not going to be $2 trillion. The economy is coming back. What would be way better, instead of sending a check to everybody, send checks to the people that are worst affected by it. It's just that the government is very bad at nuance. They always have been. So everybody's probably going to get a check it coming to a mailbox or a bank account near you.
That's right.
And a gas tax. Be careful.
Peace.
Time to go. I'll just read Bethany. She says she's a mama and she's always in charge. Shush. That's right. All right. Bye, guys. Time to go. Follow up Friday tomorrow.
You realize I have the button. Like, you can't just